Laura Tobin, the weather presenter for Good Morning Britain, made a memorable appearance at the Cheltenham Festival on March 12, providing the latest weather update just hours before the start of the highly anticipated Ladies' Day activities. Her segment turned out to be both entertaining and informative as she braved the unpredictable weather conditions live from the festival. On the morning of March 12, Good Morning Britain presenters Susanna Reid and Ed Balls began the show by discussing some of the top news stories making headlines, including the newly introduced tariffs Britain faces on the steel industry and proposed changes to the justice system. The latter could potentially require defendants to listen to victim statements during court hearings. However, the focus quickly shifted to Laura as she took over for the weather segment. When Laura appeared on screen from Cheltenham, she brought a fun and unexpected twist to the show, bursting onto the screen with excitement and shouting, "It's snowing." She couldn't help but laugh and enjoy the snowfall, which had just begun to cover the ground in front of her. As she watched the snow fall from a balcony at the festival, her enthusiasm was contagious. The weather report, however, took on a more serious tone as she reappeared later in the show for a formal update. This time, she had changed her outfit from a floral sleeveless dress in white and pink to a simple black dress layered with a plum wool trench coat featuring a fox fur trim. A gold fascinator completed her ensemble, fitting the elegant atmosphere of the event. Laura began her weather update by noting the snow that had started to settle on the ground at Cheltenham. "You can see the horses are out this morning, and it is snowing here in Cheltenham," she began, adding, "It's just started to settle, and everyone's coming up to me saying, 'It's snowing.' They're excited, but also a little bit worried about it." She explained the situation, pointing out the preparations taking place on the racecourse grounds. "The guys are out, they've taken the covers off that were protecting the ground from frost overnight. Now they're filling in some of the holes made yesterday," she explained. Despite the snow, Laura emphasized that snow is not entirely unusual for March, with only a light covering expected. However, she made an important historical note. "Here at the Cheltenham Festival, the last time we saw 1 centimeter of snow, which is the most snow they've ever had during the festival, was back in 1974. That was 51 years ago, so this could be a record-breaking snowfall for the event." With a hint of excitement, Laura suggested that the snow could potentially make history at this year's festival. Ed Ball's embarrassing confession. In addition to Laura's exciting weather report, Good Morning Britain took a light-hearted turn as Ed Balls found himself in an awkward moment when discussing Coronation Street with soap star Claire Sweeney. Claire, who plays Cassandra Plummer on the ITV soap, was on the show to talk about her new storyline. But things took an unexpected twist when Ed made a rather bizarre confession about the iconic Coronation Street theme tune. The conversation started smoothly as the presenters introduced Claire, but it quickly became uncomfortable when Ed shared an unusual childhood memory related to the Coronation Street theme music. After watching the trailer for Claire's upcoming storyline, Ed confessed, "I do like that music. In our family, it means it's time to walk the dog." Susanna immediately reacted with a confused look, turning to her co-host with disbelief and asking, "I beg your pardon?" Ed, completely unaware of how odd his comment sounded, explained further, "In our family, we had a dog, and when that music came on, the dog would jump up and get its lead." Susanna was visibly perplexed, but it was clear that Claire, the soap star, was not impressed by Ed's admission. She sarcastically responded, "So, you're an avid watcher then, Ed?" At that moment, Susanna quickly stepped in to save Ed from further embarrassment. "Oh, was it at the end?" she asked, seeking to clarify that Ed wasn't dismissing the show entirely. "Of course it was at the end," Ed responded, trying to smooth over the situation. Susanna sighed with relief, chuckling, "Oh, thank God. I thought you meant you would get up and walk the dog instead of watching." Claire agreed with Susanna's relief, saying, "That's what I thought." Ed, still oblivious to the awkwardness of the moment, insisted, "No, I was watching when Tracy was born, and now she's a big adult star. I do watch Coronation Street, I really do, Claire." Despite his attempt to backpedal, the moment had already made its mark on viewers. An eventful morning for Good Morning Britain. It was certainly an eventful morning on Good Morning Britain, with Laura Tobin's record-breaking weather update and Ed Ball's cringe-worthy confession. The mix of serious news, lively entertainment, and unexpected moments kept viewers engaged, while the behind-the-scenes buzz of Cheltenham Festival added an extra layer of excitement to the morning show. As the day continued, viewers eagerly anticipated the Ladies' Day activities at Cheltenham Festival, all while Laura's weather report kept the forecast in focus, and the on-screen banter between Ed and Susanna provided plenty of entertainment for fans of the show. With Cheltenham's unpredictable weather and a host of exciting stories making headlines, it was clear that Good Morning Britain had a truly memorable start to the day.